Oh yeah.
Never say what you mean, all I hear is scream. And never say that to me, never say that to me. Or what did you get off your face? Less you might stop, so we bleed. The more you spit out your mouth, the less I believe. Denial seems it hard to go. Well, I don't need to say it all. Denial is left you all alone.
Yeah, people's in denial, that's for sure. Denial. That black dude can sing like a motherfucker. Ain't lying. He's good. A lot of people think that's a white dude. I'm like, no, hell no. That motherfucker's black dude. That motherfucker sing like crazy and get all in the mosh pit. That's my kind of black dude right there. He don't give a fuck. Hell yeah. I've mosh pitted with the best of them. Y'all gonna say some dumb shit like, Lazar, piece of shit, man. Look, hang on a second. I gotta get right. I gotta get something. I'm back. Yeah, everybody calls everything a piece of shit because somebody else don't like it or they don't know how to use it. Yeah. I always said this, man. I said, one of my buddies, his brother's got a great big old dick. I mean, I ain't kidding. That's something. He literally walks with his third leg, which is his. Well, we call it his knee. We said, Shane, you got a left knee, a right knee, and a wee knee. Hell yeah. But he's dumber than shit. Holy hell. And he don't look no better either. Bless his heart. I ain't even kidding. But anyways, you always gonna hear some dumb shit from people, man, about this ain't worth a fuck. This shit sucks. It's cause they don't know how to use it. Just like Shane got that big old dick, don't know how to use it. He can't use it. Half of the girls are scared of it. He was blessed with a big old dick with no brain. And I think that's what happens to a lot of people in car audio. Except they got little dicks and little brains to go with it. Yeah, I hate to talk like this about car audio, but man, when you do what I do for a living, car audio is simple shit. Have you ever noticed that when Shelly, when he got them DS18 amps, that boy, he was proud of that motherfucker because it had some lights on it, like a damn bowl of Lucky Charms cereal lit up with a voltmeter in the back. That why in the hell you want a voltmeter in the back? I never understood why dumb DS810 did that on their other amps. I don't know. Did they have Jerry designing that shit? I don't know. Somebody was. Somebody didn't have no damn sense. Why the fuck do you want a voltmeter on the back of the amps when the amps about 90% go in the back? What the fuck you gonna do? Get out and go around the corner and, oh yeah, it's 15 something. The dumbest shit I ever seen, really. I mean, that's just called stupidity. And Shelly can't get rid of them fucking voltmeters, so he thought, let's see, who can I fuck next? Oh yeah, man, I can get on DS18 and fuck them. They're not too bright, cause they use them damn LED meters and shit in their big hooligan 8Ks, yeah, that don't make shit for power. No. Jerry on there one day, it made 11,000 watts. Yeah, that same fucking tool that said 11,000, we hooked up on a Bruce Lee. The son of a bitch wasn't even playing, and it dynoed 10,000 watts. Duck will be my witness. Duck likes hooligan 8Ks. They're good amps. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with them. It ain't nothing but the same thing as a fucking DD. Yeah, DD. Everybody sucks DD's dick too all the time. They make their sons, man. Look, I told you. these people are full of shit. Hey, that's my opinion. My opinion, I think, means a lot because I prove the shit. They don't prove anything. No, they just slap some shit together and go, it's badass. No, hell no. Mm-mm. You know, I was like, I seen, what is it, RP? He's got that record with that. It's basically it's a, that is not, that is not a legal build. No. No, he's added a roof shell on top of it, and people's gonna go, "You don't know the rules, man." No, I know the rules. And you're not supposed to extend the windows out either. But so it's supposed to be the factory. It's supposed to be the factory width of the vehicle, I believe. I don't think you can extend anything to the outside. But he's got his window extended 4 inches on the outside on the side. Yeah. Setting them records at 70 something hertz. Hell yeah, I hear you. What's going to be funny is when Alan Dante comes out with the same kind of van. Oh yeah, and it's not going to have all that bullshit on the top and look like 40 Fido Hell's ass. And I guarantee you he's going to beat him at a lower hertz. I'm just saying, I mean, I might, hey, and I don't know, is the motherfucker made it? What did Kicker do? It's got Kicker wrote all over the side of it, and then does it still got sundown speakers in it that got enough fucking epoxy to damn? Oh my god, that ain't a stock speaker. Hell no. What's the purpose? What are we trying to prove with these company names on there? Let's see. I'm going to buy a sundown speaker and I'm going to cover it up with a whole bunch of epoxy and cat turds so it's not a stock speaker that you can just buy from the store. No. So that don't mean nothing. It's got Kicker wrote all over the side of it, but all the bass amps in the back are sawed amplifiers that are the oldest technology known to man. That's been proven by Bear Vids, not me. He proved that point and told you shit in a video. Go to Bear Clips, he'll tell you all about it. Yeah. Let's put some speakers in the headlights and shit. Yeah, that looks good. See, man, I get it, you trying to break a record, but putting names and shit on stuff, these companies that do that, that is just people trying to make you think that you can buy that shit for pennies on the dollar and you can do the same thing. It's called bullshitting the customer. So, in my opinion, it shouldn't have none of that shit on there. Not a bit. No, it should say what it is. It should say, we got 1810s in here, and them 1810s has been beefed up, epoxied like a motherfucker. They're probably a goddamn half an inch thick. Just all kinds of shit. Them amps, let's put a bunch of amps and turn them all the fucking way down to nothing. Let's do that. Let's build a vehicle that weighs 25,000 pounds that's got to have forklift tires on it. It won't even roll. The motherfucker barely roll in and off a trailer. I don't call that a build, man. I call that a box on wheels. I don't get into the extreme shit, but some people love it, man. No, when we done world record shit, we did it with a vehicle you drove. Not all this crazy shit, but I hope Alan Dante comes out and just whoops that ass. And he's local now, and I'm going to say he's going to do it. I say he'll do it the first go round, and everybody's going to be like, God damn. Yeah. I already know what it's going to be done out of. Yeah, I do. I got the scoop. I told you I got the scoop. Alan, you give them hell, brother. Give them all hell and show them that you can do it without cheating. And watch, people's going to get mad at me. Man, you ain't cheating, man. You doing it right, man. You don't know the rules. I can't wait to hear this shit. Well, that ain't what Alan says, and that ain't what I say either. No. No. So he's going to do it with the same shit, the same kind of van. Can you believe that? Probably the same year model. And then you're going to say, why the hell are you showing us this shit, these nuts? We don't give a fuck about that Lanzor shit. It ain't like the old stuff. Well, nobody said it was. But for what you're getting right here, for $84, I would go jump all over it. I would jump all over it like when Pamela Anderson used to be hot. Not after she got whored out and got looking real bad. No. When Pamela Anderson looked real good back in the day, before she become super whore, when she was on that damn Tim for Tools or Tools for Tots or whatever the fuck it's called, Tim the Tool Man. You remember Tim the Tool Man was a coke dealer. Yeah, hell yeah. All these people, man. Tim the Tool Guy was a damn coke dealer. Ain't that some shit? I told you you'd be surprised over what's going on out here in this world. Never trust people unless you're dealing with these nuts. Hey, I like Berserker. I call him Wanamaker because his name's hard to say. He's the one that bought the Performance Technique stuff, and he said that fucking shit was wrapped up like a mummy. I said, dude, I told you, man, I used an entire roll of Gorilla duct tape on that motherfucker, and it was double boxed, 3 layers, packed in there like a damn sardine. I told him, I said, bro, I'm going to make sure it don't get tore up because these fuckers that deliver shit do like this. Hey, here's your package. I was out there at the front door of my house the other day, and a motherfucker dropped an amp off. Walked right up to me with my door open. This is not my normal person. This is an Amazon driver. All I'm going to say, his name was Shaquan, and fucking Shaquan went. And I looked at that motherfucker. I said, hey, pick that motherfucker back up. I was in my underwear. Now, if you look at the way I look, you know I showed you the fucking handlebars. And he looked at me and said, do what? I said, I didn't stutter. Pick that goddamn box back up. That's exactly what I said to this dude. And he went, yes, sir. And he reached down and picked it up, and I said, now I want you to set that motherfucker down like you setting a hot pot of coffee on your mama's goddamn lap. Real slow and easy so you don't spill none. You know what I'm saying? And he looked at me. I said, would you do that to your mama? If your mama says, hey, son, would you bring me a pot of coffee and don't spill it on me? Or would you go, here, mama, and spill it all over? She's going to whoop your ass, right? And he went, yes, sir. I went, that's fucking electronics in there, and you can see it says fragile on it. And you just did the shit right in front of me. What the fuck would you do if I wasn't standing here? And he went, man, you know, he started stuttering. I just got a lot going on, man. You know, a lot of packages. I said, well, that don't mean throw the motherfuckers, because throwing them is no faster than doing this. Look, I'm going to show it to you. That is going to be just as fast as that. If you don't believe it, count it. Time it. That. I said, dude, when you go get them other 2 boxes, I want you to set them down like you just set that one down right then. And when you come back to this house again, don't you ever slam none of my shit down again. I'm sick and fucking tired of every time I get a package, it's tore up. I said, are you the one doing it? No, sir, it's my first time. I said, well, if you want it to be a second time, do what I told you to do. And he went right out to that truck, brought it back, and set that shit down easy as a motherfucker. And he went back to the next one and set it down real easy. And guys and gals, this ain't got nothing to do with white or black. I do the same shit with white people. It doesn't matter what color you are. Respect fucking people's shit, man. That's why I done Wanamaker shit like a mummy. That fucking shit was that goddamn thick. I told him, I said, bro, you gonna need a damn sawzall to cut that bitch open. I'm not even bullshitting. That package was $133 to ship it. Just the box and the speaker in it. It was so fucking heavy. I said, I can see it now, and I wrote shit all over it. You know, fragile this, whatever. I can't remember what I put on it. But these people don't give a fuck, man. And no, it ain't got nothing to do with shutdown, no. The Postal Service, even though they're shut down, they do this. And hey, wait, let me go ahead and tell something right now, true. The post office is getting paid. Fuck yeah, they're getting paid. I talked to the postmaster up the street, and he said, yeah, we're getting paid. So you're not missing a paycheck? No, sir. I said, oh, so we're getting some bullshit on the internet. He said, I guess so. This is a guy that I met, and he's a real cool dude. And he actually come in to fire a person and then transferred back to where he was at. And we become good friends over the deal. Yeah, I got the motherfucker fired because the son of a bitch there was a dude that told me, this ain't Burger King. We don't do it your way. And I said, who the fuck you talking to, man? It got so bad I leaned over the counter, and that guy knew, the black guy, Carl, said, I got this, man. I got this. Just get onto the back. The black guy, Carl, said, man, I could tell you was getting pissed, and I can't blame you. He said, talk to me outside. And that was that deal where I went outside and talked with him for 30 minutes. He said, that guy's nothing but trouble here. And that's why I'm here. And I said, well, I'm not going to be talked to like I'm some fucking kid. And he said, no, he disrespected you really bad. And he's actually done that to a lot of people. He said, I'm here to straighten it out. And man, we shook hands, and he calls me Mr. D's every time I walked in that building for the last, I don't know, I'd say a month. How you doing, Mr. D's? And everybody's at that front counter treated me good as hell, because I think he told them, hey, don't fuck with that man right there. That man will straighten you out in 2 seconds. And when he left, he said, can you come outside, man? I said, yeah, what's up? He said, man, I'm leaving. I'm going back to my other district where I'm supposed to be working. And I said, oh, you're going back? And he said, yeah, I got done what had to be done. And I appreciate you being a good guy and all that shit. And I said, I appreciate it, man. So come on, people. If you're watching this and your job is to deliver shit, deliver it like it's your newborn baby. I want you to deliver it like that. Lay it on the damn chair or lay it on the ground inside something. Don't lay it outside. I've had packages people leave outside, man, and I got a porch. They will leave the shit on the fucking sidewalk. That's just fucking laziness. Now let's get onto this amp right here, old Lanzar. If you want one of these amps, you better get on it. They're on there 9 more days or until they're sold out. For $84, guys, buy it. You would be a dumbass not to buy this amp for $84. I done proved this one time with Nakamichi stuff. Everybody said that Nakamichi was shit. It wasn't no good. Blah, 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 blah. It's in the car right now, running like a champ. Half the system is on Nakamichi. I sold some of my buddies Nakamichi amps that I'm not going to sell anybody else that cheap. No, hell no. He got a deal. I said, dude, these are X-Line and these fuckers are high. Here you go. They were $549. I said, here you go. I'm going to hook your ass up. He bought 2 of them. I said, do you want to buy something to get you by? Or do you want something that's going to last you a long time? He said, long time and sound good. I said, here you go. Class A, B, Lanzar, not Lanzar, but Nakamichis. I said, I'm going to run them in my car, man. Miller's car. But look at the nice book you get. Very nice book. Very, very nice laid out. All the nice specs. This is a lot nowadays, man. You don't get shit like this no more. No, it's fucking half-ass bullshit. So props up. Good job, Pile USA. Yeah, I've run Pile stuff, man. There's nothing wrong with the shit if you know what you're doing. I'm not saying this is going to win a world record. I'm saying for the money. You're not going to beat this for $84. Comes with a very nice phone style cord. If that's what you want, there you go, big dummy. Perfect. Would you? But since this says Lanzar, you do. It sucks. They give you a thank you card from the Pile family. And there is not any basshead that I know has never run Pile. All bassheads run Pile at some point. Comes with a bass knob. Let's see what kind of bass knob we get here. I have not opened this up. You just saw me cut the tape off of this. This just came in. I'm going to do it like Big Dummy. I'm going to do a damn video like Big Dummy and just see what he does. Well, I'll be damned. This is made out of metal. Listen. That's metal, y'all. He would go, well, it's metal, but the potentiometer's not quite. No, it's very smooth. I like how it's offset so it's not mounted up completely flat against the car. Gives a little bit of damn space right there if you even want to put some double-sided tape right there to even keep her more. If you didn't want to screw into something, you could put some double-sided tape right there and stick it up there and you ain't screwing in your dash. I like that. Very cool. Nothing wrong with this fucking thing. It ain't got no light on it, but I don't give a shit about a light. What do? Sit there and look at the light and go, damn, man, the light looks good as fuck when I turn that knob. Nobody gives a shit. You look at that knob the first time you put it in. It's kind of like a cootie. Yeah, you know how first time you put it in a cootie, a girl's cootie, you look at it real good when you put it in there because you're excited to watch it go in. That's the way these lights are. But after you done banged her about 50, 100,000 times, you don't even look at it no more. You just go, oh, I'm going to teach you a lesson. Use your thumb. I need to clean it. It's a little dirty. But use your thumb. I've been eating fucking popcorn. Use your thumb and put it over the end. So pretend this is like the head part right there under my thumb. If it's dark out, if it's dark, I'm teaching this for the younger dudes. If it's dark in the bedroom and you ain't real good at finding it, you take your thumb and you put the head part down there and you just take your thumb and just rake around and finally till you get right in the middle where it starts getting real slick. You got to find the bean first. You find the bean and she'll go, ha, 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 and wiggle a little bit. And then you just take your thumb and go straight down and do like that about 2 or 3 times. And then you just go, stick it in. And you can do this in the dark, guys. You ain't even got to have the lights on. Some of these girls are shy about what they look like and shit. And I'm like, you look beautiful, girl. Especially the ones I do. Shit, that got me choked up. Oh, damn it. I ain't even bullshitting. Sound like Jerry after smoking a cigarette. Damn, yeah. That got me choked up myself. Yeah, I don't be messing with them ugly ones. And look at this shit, like I've always said. Stainless steel screws. Yeah, man. That costs money. That costs more money than them little black shitty screws. Stainless steel. So they don't rust. Go Lanzar. Way to go. I'm going to hook this bitch up. I bought 2 of them. Oh, fuck yeah. It's a heavy sucker. I'll tell you that right now. Let me take it out of the old sack here. Damn. I'm in the Indian style position. I don't want y'all to see my damn... Me setting my underwear. Well, I'll be damned. Is that 340 amp fuses or 35s? That's 335s, man. 335 amp fuses right there. 40's orange. Yeah, these are 335s, man. Damn. That's 105 amps of current, man. That's over 1,000 watts. Look at this shit, bridgeable. It's a 4-channel. What's 1,000 divided by 4? Ain't that 250? Is that right? Hell yeah, it's 250. Now, what's it gonna do at 16 volt though? That's what Big Daddy's gonna find out. Oh, it even gives you some instructions on the back here. CE, that's good. Manufacture date, doesn't say, does it? Yeah, 10/24/2024. That's usually the first part of the numbers. Look at this shit, made in China. For Sound Around Incorporated in Brooklyn, New York, for Powell USA. Even got a diagram on the back in case you lose your book. Like people lost their mind in New York voting for Mon dumbass. You people in New York City deserve what y'all get. Let's check the other end out. I hope I'm not zoomed in too much for the guy that don't like my damn video. How about this? I got something for you. Me and Berserker was talking tonight. He looks like, dude, he looks exactly like Santa Claus. His beard makes Jayco's look like a damn, a little soul patch. This motherfucker's beard is long as hell. I give him an award for it. I said, dude, you could do Santa Claus. He said, I got a Santa Claus suit. He's the one who bought all the performance technique shit that I had just put together, and it's cool stuff. He loves it. And he sent me a picture of him, and he's bald-headed on the top, and he's got him some blue glasses, and his damn beard goes down to his belly button, y'all. This is a cool-looking old dude. And I said, man, why don't you should have went as fucking Santa Claus for Halloween. He said, I got a Santa outfit, but I cuss too much. I said, well, just carry a liquor bottle around and say you angry bad Santa. He said, man, I won't cuss around kids and stuff. And I said, well, you got a better governor than me, because I've seen kids act like idiots, little dumbass kids, and I'll call them little dumbass kids. Hell yeah. I don't give a damn. You wouldn't believe the shit I'll say. It's funny. It's like my mom and daddy, we went to, when they got a house in Florida too. I was visiting down in Florida one winter, and I went down there. We went into a damn, was it a Denny's? No, Bob Evans, a Bob Evans restaurant. And there was a bunch of kids in there screaming and hollering and shit. And my daddy was looking at me. He knew I was getting pissed, man. I can't control myself sometimes. And my mama looked, and she's like, oh shit. Nolan's getting ready to hit fucking psycho here in about 2 seconds. I turned around, I said, hey, won't you little jungle, what did I call it? Jungle Juniors or something. Won't you little Jungle Juniors sit the fuck down? I'm trying to eat breakfast. I don't know where their parents were. I don't know. And they all and my dad looked at me and was like, oh my God. I said, I can't even eat a fucking breakfast without some fucking kids acting like they're at McDonald's at the playground. We're at Bob Evans and they're trying to eat some breakfast at 6 in the morning. And their parents, I guess, is outside smoking cigarettes. I told them to go sit the fuck down. And my mama just laughed. She said, Richard, what have we raised? And he said, a man that don't give a shit. And he said, I'll be honest with you. My mama's name's June. He said, June, I was wanting to do the same shit. So he didn't say shit. This is a nice amp, y'all. It's got a high and a low pass. It don't have Tiffany style RCAs. That is a very nice emblem right there. That's better than a Ford truck emblem. That fucker looks good. This is a big amp though. I'm gonna say, let me get tape measure out right quick. Damn, this video's getting long. Hang on a minute. All right, I'm back. This is a Class AB amp, guys. It's not Class D, it's Class AB, and that's why this thing's so damn big. And remember what I told you about 2020. This is the same thing that happened with the Nakamichi. These are not bad amps. No, these are not bad amps. They're not going to be, well, they got a .05 THD. They do. Todd told me what these caps were before. I've seen these in other amps. Can't remember what they were. He had told me what they were before. I can't remember. I'll have to ask him what they were. But you can see your preamp stuff over here. That's right there. And then you got it's got a big heat sink because, I mean, this is a Class AB amp, and man, these things are going to be big just like they were years ago. They were big. They get hot. They need a big heat sink. This is a very thick heat sink. It's thick. And it honestly don't look bad. I mean, to be honest, it looks pretty fucking good. I mean, it's, let me see. Those whinies are tight. They got them gooed up decent. I'd probably put a little bit more on there, but this wouldn't be around the base area anyway. There's where your it's got two 8-gauge wires going to the board. So all 3 fuses are linked together. But remember I told you, I said these amps, when in 2020 they could not sell them. These are COVID amps. Like these were built during COVID-19, and their intent was to build something pretty decent, exactly like the Nakamichi stuff. And they did build a good Nakamichi amp. Those amps are killer amps for the money. Not if you pay full price, but when I was buying them suckers from Woot, that's where this comes from Woot. This is $84. This stuff is old. That's the reason they're selling it 2020. The same way I got the duck sauce amps. You remember I showed you the board. It was a